Quran chapter 55 was revealed to actually two messengers of God. In this video, we will be ending traditional fake history of Quran. Today we are going to expose one of the greatest lies that Quran was revealed to one prophet named Muhammad who came almost 1400 years ago. We will prove to you from the Quran it is indeed revealed to many prophets and messengers of God. Today's example is from Surah Ar-Rahman, also known as chapter 55 of the Quran. We will also prove to you that in chapter 55, God is addressing or communicating with two prophets, not one prophet historically known as Muhammad. Right front of you is Surah Ar-Rahman, known as chapter 55 from Hafs Quran, printed in Saudi Arabia. Just keep in mind I will be using Hafs Quran for explanation. Okay, I highlighted similar identical repeated verses in this chapter, and they are the only ones I will be using to expose a lie. By the way, there are hundreds of verses or signs inside Quran which clearly tell us that it was revealed to many prophets of God. I will be detailing them one by one. All you have to do is clean your mind from so-called history of Quran, okay, which is traditional history of Quran. So anyways, these verses are identical and repeated many times in this chapter, Surah Ar-Rahman. You can see these all are identical verses, exactly similar to each other. Here are few more pages of same chapter. You can see similar repeated identical verses. And here is end of chapter as well. You can see these verses exactly repeated 31 times. These are the most second identical repeated verses in Quran after Bismillah, which is repeated 114 times inside Quran. Here are some Muslim scholars' translation of this verse. All these verses are identical and their translations is also same. That's why I'm showing you second last verse translation. Okay, which is right front of you is a Pickthall translation. Uh, which is it of the favor of your Lord that ye deny? Question mark. Hey, say Sahih International Translation. Okay, so which of the favor of your Lord would you deny? His Ahmad Ali and his Yusuf Ali, then which of the favor of your Lord will ye deny? Similarly, Madudi, Karai, so which of your Lord bounties will you both deny? So these are identical verses, so that's why their translation, that's why I only pick a verse number 77 and I show you Muslim scholars' translation for this verse only. Out of all these translations, only two are nearly true translation. Rest have some issues. Okay, Halali and Khan, and the second one is Karai. Okay, that it's saying Halali and Khan is saying, then which of the blessing of your Lord will you both jinnis and men deny? And similarly Karai saying, so which of your Lord bounties will you both deny? And you notice rest of the translators did not mention both. Okay, we will come back to it in a minute. So before explanation, we need to translate this verse first. It has only four words. Fabi'ai, then which, alai, favors, Rabbikuma, Lord of both of you, tukazziban, will you both deny? Okay, so these are the four words, and that's what their translation is. So it is something like that. Then which favors, Lord of both of you, will you both deny? To make it more understanding or understandable in English, we add of here, just to make it understandable. Then which favors of Lord of both of you will you both deny? Alright? Here you is two-person, not one, not many, but two-person. God is addressing two-person. Okay? Rabbi Kuma mean two, Lord of both of you. In English, we know that you is a second person pronoun. Okay? It could be one person, two person, male, female, or many people. But in Arabic, it has a specific meaning. If it is ka in Arabic, okay, then you is singular. Okay. If it is kuma, then you is dual. And if it is kum, then you is plural, that it could be three-person, 4, 10, 20, 100,000, many people. In Arabic, Arabic is specific about it, especially the Arabic of Quran. So you singular is one person, ka, kuma mean two person, and kum mean many person. Do you understand? In this verse, dual is used, meaning here you is two person, not one. In Arabic, it is kuma. Okay. In this verse, Rabbi kuma used in Arabic, which mean two person. Okay. So it's a dual pronoun. You is two here. So it means clearly God is addressing two prophets here, not one. Now let me go back to Muslims translations. Okay. So when you read these translations, it always seems like God is talking to one prophet because that's the way they translated them. And that's what you're supposed to believe in. Even if they are translated with some honesty, okay, like right here, you still need to believe God is addressing towards some sort of another creature, jinni and human being, but not two prophets. In any circumstances, you do not need to ever believe that God is talking to two prophets or addressing to two prophets because supposedly Quran is revealed to only Muhammad. That's what the general concept. Muslims do not pay attention purposely, they ignore it. If it's mentioned to here, I guarantee you, even ordinary Muslim ignore it. He will gonna say this is some sort of poetry. All of a sudden, whenever their religion come under attack, Quran become an example of poetry. That is hard to understand. So anyways, they think that God is addressing towards two groups. Okay, you can say it's some sort of rocket science now. Since there is a pronoun used and their religion is under attack, they come up with a two groups proposition. Now here, that is Kuma here is human plus genie. In other words, dual pronoun is dealing with two groups rather than two persons, right? Which is human plus genie. So what we do with kum then? When we see kum in Quran, then I think those Muslims who believe Kuma is human plus genie, then they need to also believe kum will be referred towards human plus genie plus angel, and nowhere in Quran it is plural pronoun, but rather it is addressing towards three groups. That would be observed, right? These type of things are very common in modern Islam. Whenever it comes under attack by Quran, word meanings start changing here and there. Sometimes they say God talks in poetic manner in Quran. So when I say Quran is a stolen scripture by 13th, 14th century Muslim scholar, how can I be wrong? Don't you guys think it cannot be anything but a revelation from God to me to disclose the biggest crime against his scripture? Well, anyways, in this chapter, jinn or jinnis are mentioned 5 times. You can see right here, right here. Now here's a translation of it. Not has touched them any man before them, and neither any jinn. Now, after this verse, there is a similar identical repeated verse again. Then which favors of Lord of both of you will you both deny? Now tell me how this verse where jinn is mentioned correlate with the following verse which we've been discussing. All these verses where jinns are mentioned, none of them correlate with following repeated identical verses, which is I translated right in front of you. Then which favor of Lord of both of you will you both deny? Identical repeating verses. Let me give you one more example from the same chapter. This time verse number 17. Lord of the two easts and Lord of the two wests. Okay, this is verse number 17 translation, and after that again the same repeating verse. Then which favor of Lord of both of you will you both deny? Are these two verses correlate? Obviously not. There are many more examples from same chapter. Let me explain little bit more. These repeating verses or identical repeated phrases are more likely phrases, interrogative phrases, where God is addressing both prophets in questioning manner with different examples. Also, you need to know one more very important thing. Many of these phrases already detailed inside Quran, and few might be detailed in near future. Who knows if God wills? I will be opening more signs from Quran one by one. It is very important. So what we learned today? Basically we learned that Quran is revealed to many prophets. This chapter of Quran, I'm just giving you example out of this chapter of Quran, which is chapter number 55, which we just discussed. Okay, so here from this chapter, it is clear God is addressing with two prophets, and there are many examples inside Quran. Okay, if Muslims believed that Quran was revealed to Muhammad, today they would understand these phrases very clearly. Okay, then they would really believe that here God is talking to two Muhammads. Okay, but since they've been taught, since they've been brainwashed that whole Quran was revealed and they built a fake history. over Quran, that it was revealed to one prophet, they they will always deny, no matter how much you explain them from the Quran. They will be always a denier. So, anyways, in future, I will be explaining it with more detail. Thank you for watching.